Hey guys, YouTube Drone Doctor here. Today's the 17th of June, 2016. Yes, Father's Day weekend. So to all of you dads out there, happy Father's Day. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what happened over this last week of flying. Those of you that have been following my channel recently here, you know that I'm very partial to the Phantom 4 from DJI, and I've been really kind of concentrating on flying that mainly because it's just, I love it. I really enjoyed flying this Phantom 4 over all my other drones currently. Now, I also took the GDU Bird out, and I've been flying that. I know those of you that have been sending me all these messages out there, Bob, John, and all these other guys that have been sending me stuff. I appreciate all of your input. And yes, the GDU Bird has its flaws in some circumstances, but it's also got its pluses in others. The one thing that I've never really tried to use was the waypoints on the GDU version of their app, and I did go out there and try to use that to no avail. It just wasn't working at all for me. So I don't know whether it's because of the latest firmware that I don't have or whatever the case might be. But yes, going from that to the DJI Standard, flying the DJI Standard, another great beginner platform. Is very familiar, obviously, to those of you that have had all the prior versions of the Phantom or are even thinking about upgrading. It's kind of nice. It's easy to make that move from one Phantom series to the next as you progress in this hobby because it's very familiar to you. The only difference in the Phantom series, the earlier versions, obviously you don't get the light bridge, so you're going to be limited a little bit on your range and your distance. But when you're first starting out, that should not be an issue. Do not push the boundaries of your trying to do first-person view flying and so forth. When you're first starting out, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So do I think the standard edition of the DJI is a good option when you're first starting out? Sure, absolutely. Great price point, good bird, good drone out there, UAV, whatever you want to call it. But I want to talk to you specifically today about what happened this last week where we took this Phantom 4 out to a particular location, and we flew this spot before, and it's a park where I had a flyaway with my Phantom 3. Now, this particular park, for whatever reason, has a lot of radio interference. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe it's jinxed, I don't know. But there's something about this location that just has a lot of interference. So I wanted to go back there with the Phantom 4 and do some flying. Now, the very first thing that I did was I took all 7 of my batteries and got them all charged up, went out to the location, and I'm getting ready to do my compass calibration. New location, so I always want to go through the compass calibration just to kind of eliminate any possible issues that I might have. First thing that happens when I boot it up is I get the critical low voltage warning. I'm going to show you the screen. I'm going to put the screen up here so you guys can see this. I get a screen capture so you can see it. Now I'm using the iPad mini, so the first thing that I got was the critical low voltage warning aircraft landing message. Now if you notice in the upper right hand corner, the battery level is 97% or more. I think it might even be 98 at that point. It's pretty much a fully charged battery, and I even give you a screenshot here showing you the individual cells and battery voltage. There's no issues with this battery. But I thought that was kind of strange. So you just got to remember, don't get alarmed when this stuff happens. I mean, you just kind of dissect it little by little and see if you can figure out what's giving you these messages. A lot of times it's not a really true indication that you have an issue, and it's more of what I found, more of a software kind of a glitch. So I shut everything down and I rebooted everything, and that's one of the things that you might want to try to clear things up if you ever get these messages. The next message that I get, and I'm going to put this up, is where you get the hardware failure message. Well, now that's one of those messages where everybody says, oh shit, now what's going on? Of course, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm hoping and praying that this is not actually a hardware failure and that this is actually going to be something that I can cure. So what I did was I went and shut everything down again, and I'm using the Apple product. One of the things that I've done in the past, and sometimes it's worked and sometimes it's not, but what I'd like to do, and I do this periodically with any Apple product, some of you may already know this, but if you don't, let me just point this out. This is called a hard reset, and at least I call it a hard reset, and it's a complete shutdown of your Apple device. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold down your power button and your home button at the same time. Now, the key is that you don't let go. So what I'm going to do is I don't know if this thing is going to catch this or not, but you're going to hold both buttons down, the button for the power and the home button, and you're going to watch the device power off. And then you're going to see the little Apple come on. When the Apple comes on, you keep holding both of those buttons down, and you're going to see the Apple disappear. Once the Apple disappears, you can let go. That has now put this into a complete shutdown mode. Now, once that happens, you can go ahead and power your device up as you normally would and let it go through all of its boot up processes, restart your applications, and see if that cleared it up. On this particular day, I did that, restarted everything, restarted the transmitter, restarted the UAV, the Phantom 4, and it cleared everything up. No more issues, no more warnings, no more nothing. Everything was fine. Now keep in mind, I was flying the iPad mini, so we had no more issues. Another message that came up, and I'm going to point this out to you guys, I'm going to show you on one of the videos down here. I came back home changing different batteries, and I just went and booted it up. Now this time I attached the transmitter to my phone, the iPhone 6s Plus, and once I connected that and I booted it up with a different battery, booted it up in the backyard, I got that critical low voltage warning again. Aircraft is landing. Again, the aircraft was not in the air, thank goodness. And I also checked the battery levels, and all the batteries were, or the cells were fully charged. Never had any issues with this battery ever before. All my batteries are numbered, so I know what each one of these batteries are going through. But I did the exact same thing what I just showed you now, and I did a hard reset on the phone. Now, granted, DJI has come out with a lot of different updates to their Go app, and I don't remember honestly whether or not I've done a hard reset on this phone since that last firmware update. So anyway, I did a hard reset on this, reconnected everything, and it went away. Never had any other critical battery low voltage errors come up again. Does it mean that it's always going to fix it? Does it mean that I don't have a problem with this craft? No, I don't think so. But the one thing that I do know is that it cleared it up. So it's just kind of one of those things that if you are having these errors, guys, don't shit your pants on this thing. Try some of those steps. See if that helps you to get through those critical errors that you're getting before you have to contact DJI. And again, to all of you that are sending me the comments, thank you very much for watching the video. I appreciate all those positive posts that you guys are sending me. The reason that I do this is obviously to help you guys out and give you a little bit of help out there and just kind of show you some of the experiences that I'm having out there, and maybe some of the stuff and the oops and boo-boos that we're having out here is going to help you from not having those same mistakes. So again, happy Father's Day to those of you that are out there. I'll try to get some new stuff up. I got some more stuff that I want to talk about, but I'm not going to bore you any longer on this video. So I'll try to get another one up as soon as I can. And again, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.